Okay, so let's take a look at number 17, where we find the domain of the function. So to find the domain of the function, we always set the denominator equal to 0. Okay, so we're going to take the 6 minus x, and we're going to set it equal to 0. Now, there's a lot of ways to solve this. I think the quickest would be that if it says minus x, then we're going to go ahead and do plus x to both sides, or add x to both sides. So we got 6 equals, and 0 plus x equals x. Okay, so in one step, we got x equals 6. The other option, which a lot of students take, and it's perfectly fine because it gets you the same answer, is to say, okay, let me subtract the 6 from both sides. Bring down this negative, so it's negative x equals 0 minus 6, which is negative 6. And then we're going to divide by a negative 1 to both sides. And so we end up with x equals positive 6 because a negative divided by a negative equals a positive. So you see this one took a little bit more work, but who cares? You're getting it right. But you can also mess with the variable and add the variable if you want to. Okay. Now this is the value that x cannot be. Okay, so if you were to plug a 6 back into the original equation, the reason why the x can't be 6 is because you'd be dividing by 0. And you know that's not allowed, right? No dividing by 0. Okay, so this is not allowed. So x cannot be 6, you guys. So I'm going to put a little arrow, a little line through it. So x cannot be 6. So what that means is on a number line, let's say this is 6 right here. We're going to open 6 up. Everything this way is okay. If you substitute it into the function, you will get an answer out, right? If you take the number 5 and you substitute it in, 5 plus 3 over 6 minus 5, 8 over 1, hey, we got an answer. Okay, everything there is good. But so is everything to the right of 6, like 7, 8, 9. Plug 7 in, we're going to get an answer. What do we get? 10 over negative 1. Okay. The only value you will not get an answer for is 6 itself, and we just showed you why over here. If you put 9 divided by 0 in your calculator, it is going to say error. Undefined, right? There's no division by 0 allowed in math. Okay. All right, so what we want to do is we want to write this, what we see here, this picture, in interval notation. So if we look at this piece right here to the left of 6, this is going to be from negative infinity all the way up to 6, parentheses on the 6 because we don't want to include it. And then we're going to look at this side of 6, the right-hand side of 6, and we're going to say, okay, 6 all the way to infinity. And again, just make sure you put parentheses on the 6 because that's what tells people, hey, don't include it. If you put square brackets on it and you're saying include it, and we just talked about we can't include it because then we'll be dividing by 0. So this is what we're going to put in, negative infinity to 6. Okay, so parentheses, negative infinity, comma 6. Parentheses, and we're going to need that union. Oops, what am I typing? Somehow I ended up in the denominator. There we go. Union, parentheses, 6, comma, infinity. Cool. A little tricky on that one. Hopefully that helps.